everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Svetlana and today we have a lot of plenty business to go through. So I'm not sure how much of that you can see in the frame, but we have lots of cuttings to work with. Today finally want to accomplish a fairy garden. Actually it's pretty spontaneous, but you know what? We'll go deeper into it whenever we will come to that part of the video, right? First off, I actually want to go ahead and plant my cuttings. So I have my Hoya calistophylla lemonade. This is like a mama plant or a cutting that I got from Uroš. I actually have cut off some cuttings of it, so I think it's time to finally plant them all together. I also have a beautiful Syngonium pink splash that I once again also propagated. It has a crazy bottom roots happening in the bottom. Look at all of those roots here. Oh my goodness. So I want to plant this one together with the cuttings I made as well. I actually don't remember when I took those cuttings, but it will be over a month now for sure. So I think they're all ready to go into some different mediums, because as for Syngonium, I'll plant it into the soil mix. As for the Hoya, I'm gonna use pond that I have. I actually also have a Phalaenopsis orchid, a teeny tiny terrarium Phalaenopsis orchid that I need to put on a plank, you know, from the beginning, start over, because some leaves died off and I have new babies coming up, so it's kind of crazy situation out there. But I'm not sure if I will be able to do that, because I left most of my neat stuff like sphagnum moss in my balcony, and today we have the coldest day like in 3 years, I think, if I'm not wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lithuanians, but right now as I woke up it was minus 20 degrees in Celsius, but it felt like minus 28 degrees in Celsius. It's so flipping cold. Hello, hello. My eyelashes started to stick the bottom to the top ones. It was pretty cold outdoors, you know, to go ahead and walk the puppies. So all of my stuff that is in the balcony is frozen as well. So we're gonna work with everything I have on my hand here in the apartment. So yeah, this is the plan. The fairy garden actually doesn't have any inspired theme to it, but lately I've been really missing summer and it's really cold here. So you know what, I want to add or bring some of those summer feels, like hot feels and vibes to my home. So I want to go ahead and create a fairy garden slash houseplant arrangement slash house cacti arrangement out of some that I have, and create something beautiful, a little masterpiece if you will. So it's actually gonna have lots of browns, lots of greens, so it should be a very interesting project, right? But before that, of course, let's start from the easier things to go through. So first of all, I think the easiest will be the Hoya planting, because I have this, this actually used to be a candle. I have this awesome perfect sized dish. So I'm gonna plant this baby up together with couple cuttings that are actually rooted pretty damn well. I mean, look at this. All of those roots, they're ready to go over here. So cutting number one, beautiful, and we have another one. Oh, oh wait, this one attached to Syngonium. Wait a damn. Oh no, it is Syngonium. Okay, my bad. Bam, and we have another cutting that actually also have decent roots. These should be ready to go ahead and be planted all together with the mama. And the left are all of the Syngonium cuttings that we move on after this project. Alright. So let's add some. Do I have a spoon? We do have a spoon. Okay. So I'm gonna take these out. I wanna add a little layer of pond in the bottom. By the way, for those curious what happened to my Anthurium crystallinum silver blush from my previous video when I smelled something really nasty in that pond pot, it actually was rotting. So half of the roots of that poor baby rotted on me while being in pond, which actually the first for me. So what I did, I took it out of the pond, cleaned all of the pond of the roots. I tried to cut off all of the rotting roots, and then I put it in a little peroxide. Is it word a little in English? Like a little water mixed together with some peroxide, so it will disinfect all of the wounds that it had, and then planted it back to the pond, but did not water it. It still haven't been watered for about 3 days or 4 days, and today is the watering day, so we will see. But yeah, a little update on that. Alright, let's take this dude out. Okay, we have decent root system. Beautiful and ready for action, ready for business. So I think I'm gonna plant this one a little bit more in the middle and add these ones from the side, so they will have nice company together. Bring this one from the side. Whoop. Okay. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Oh. Okay, how does it look so far? Pretty wild if you ask me. But as long as they will be happy and grow, I don't mind that. And finally that mama plant will have more space for the roots, because it was just growing that flippin' shot glass, which is on me of course for leaving it in here for so long, but it seemed to be happy. It grew all of those new leaves for me, so I wonder how it will look right now after this little upgrade. You know what? I think we are done with pond. Ooh. No waste! Come back! Nope, nope, nope. Let's put this one in here, and task number 1 is completed. Look at this cuteness! Beautiful Hoya calistophylla lemonade. So excited for this dude. So right now what I'm gonna do, actually gonna water it and let it be and do the magic. So it's just that. Cute, 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 right? Actually, when I water, I try to see if the water level is almost like halfway through, and then I stop. So there will be a little bit more air pockets to not go ahead and rot my plants like I did with my Anthurium crystallinum silver blush, because right now I'm a bit more cautious, let me tell you, because that was something different. All right, we have that beautiful, look at that, it looks like bunny ear, right? Bunny ears. Alright, right now let's go into the Syngonium business. I'm so glad I forgot to bring the soil back after I was adding new soil level to my seeds that I'm rooting of houseplants. So the soil is actually all ready to be used again. And you know what? I'm actually gonna be planting it back into the same pot. No! It just... Oh my gosh, such a big root just broke off like nothing. That is sad. Just checking if there are no pests, if anything is moving, and I think we're clear. Okay. Wow, the root system on this dude is so robust. Look at it. Oh, whoa. Whoa, and just a little tiny plant in the top. Wow, that is crazy. That is actually very moist soil mix. That's on me. Okay, let's put it back for now. Add some fresh soil. That's the one I'm using. This one is also perfect for cacti. I would add some perlite and orchid barks, but they're in the balcony, so no go there. What I like about this specific mix is actually that it has lots of perlite on its own, so it's already pretty helpful. Gonna mix that with an old soil because it had orchid bark, so we're gonna reuse it with fresh one. Okay, so right now what I wanna do, I wanna put this one to the side for now because I wanna go ahead, add a little bottom layer of soil in this pot. Bam. Okay, that's not little. Wow. Wow. Okay, that should be good. Let's see the roots. Oh my gosh, I love to go ahead and see the roots after the props have been in the dishes for a long time. Wow, this is weird. The bottom part doesn't have roots at all, but the top part has. You're different, huh? Okay. Another one. Beautiful roots. I think these are ready to be planted. Oh, this one is nicely rooted. Look at that chunky root. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, another chunky root. Beautiful. Look at that. Very nice. Okay. Actually, some of the cuttings already started to grow new tops, so it's gonna be such a nice upgrade for this tiny baby. And last one with also pretty decent roots. And that's about it. So we're moving on from that dish to this dish. So let's probably begin with the mama plant. Oh my gosh, these roots are crazy. Oh my gosh. How do I even... Soon it's gonna need probably an upgrade, but so far I think this one is still pretty nice size of a pot for this plant because, as you could tell, I don't know, I just think like that. Is it valid enough, guys? I just feel like I have this like feeling that it's pretty okay yet, because it still have so much space in the pot that is gonna be used by the baby plants, so we should be fine. This like extra different cutting I'm gonna put very deep, so you know what, we probably need to lose the bottom leaf then. Yeah, I'm gonna be planting it pretty deep because the roots that it started to grow is on the top section of the cutting, so we need those roots to be under the soil, like so. Bam. Okay, nicely done, nicely done. It's actually pretty, it's gonna be difficult to work with all of those cuttings because I have only 2 hands. Let me add a bit of soil. Bam. I'm holding up a bit. Please holding up. Okay, no, you're still. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. By the way, guys, thank you so much for all of the pot requirements that after my last video, a lot of you actually decided to go ahead and write me a message so we can chat about some new pot orders. This was so much fun and brought so much of like artsy feelings to myself back, because just like I mentioned, since I was pretty busy at work, I did put this like little side biz on a back burner because there was just simply no time for me to work on all of those beautiful orders that you come up with. You know what? It's time, so I'm very excited. So excited. Oh, and thank you so much for PayPal donations. Actually, they are so useful right now, especially once again we're struggling with vet bills. Yakari actually is losing his weight rapidly and he has a diarrhea. So we're doing all of the like exams right now at the vets, and they're not cheap. We just gave all like the blood and the poop samples, but I'm afraid we will need to go a little bit more extra and take like the, oh my gosh, I'm not sure how to speak in medical terms that are so difficult even in Lithuanian for me, but probably we'll need to do tests, like make tests here in Lithuania and send them to Germany, because we do not have specialists here in Lithuania, so that's gonna be hundreds and hundreds of euros. And Guys, send me some pot orders. It's been a while since we were struggling so much with money, so let me earn them, guys. Let's work on some awesome plant projects. I mean, pot projects. Let's do this. I am ready for this. Let me tell you. Okay, Syngonium, pink splash or red spot is all done. Look at this. The pot is already filled so much in comparison when it was only one soldier standing there, right? I'm actually sad to say goodbye to this beautiful pink leaf. Just look at this thing. Wow. So, yep, all done. I'm actually so excited. So excited. Feel so accomplished right now. So let's put back that beautiful sign and bam. Oh, so gorgeous. Okay, let's put you over here. Do you see it? Now cuter, right? Okay, and the last thing left to do is actually probably the most fun. Don't get me wrong, I love to do repottings, but what I love the most is actually to work on fairy gardens. This was my first video ever on YouTube channel. So this is like my passion that, oh my gosh, that I had for many years now. So let's work on it a little bit. What did I came up with? I have this pretty large pot over here. It has a hole which is perfect for cacti. And what did I think of? Since if you have seen my previous video of my favorite plants of 2023, I actually realized that I did not have that much love for cacti anymore. And they were like my first love ever of houseplants. So what I decided to do, instead of having like a bunch of small tiny pots scattered all around my home, I want to go ahead and plant them all into one beautiful some kind of, I don't know, scenery and have something special about them, and in that way also free some space on my windowsill for some new babies. So it's like win-win situation. At worst case scenario, I even think maybe I'll just bring that beautiful garden to my office so I'll have even more space. How fun is that? So the plan is actually to have lots of brown colors in this project because I have, ow, oh, it begins. Have crystals that I wanna use for this garden. I have some teeny tiny rocks. I have these dudes. They're so cute. So just simple stuff like that to add a little extra, extra feels to this garden. I think it's gonna be a very fun project. So let me show you how I do them. It's been a while, I feel a bit rusty. I think my last fairy garden I ever did was inspired by a TV show called The Last of Us, about zombie apocalypse. And oh my gosh, let me tell you, I'm so excited for the new season of this TV show. But yeah, by the way, the fairy garden is doing amazing as well. It's overgrowing and looking so realistic right now because in it I have skulls with those mushrooms that I DIY'd myself, sculpted myself. So right now, since, you know, the plants are starting to overgrow a bit, it looks so wild and abandoned and it looks so perfect. So what I want to do, I actually have these two beautiful blue cacti that I want to put in the back. So I'll try to work from the back with larger cacti and then later on add up some smaller and smaller cacti. As you can tell, I have like a bunch of cacti here, but also have lots on my windowsill. So if I will need something extra, we'll go ahead and take it, I guess. Oh, by the way, yeah, we can use that one as well. Perfect, 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 perfect. I mean, if everything is neat, we'll go and sort some things up. Alright, so I want to begin from these. These are crazy dudes. So when I bought them, they were about that size and they were blue, but then they were attacked by mealies, I think, or something in that side. So I needed to treat them, so they became green. They lost that beautiful blue sheen, and then I stopped touching them. And throughout season, they started to grow different sides and shapes. So this was the summer growth. As you can tell, it's a bit chunkier. Then this is the winter growth, which is way more leaning. But you know what? At first I thought to maybe cut them and once again start over so they won't be that wonky. But a lot of you actually voted to leave them. And you know what? I think I do agree with you guys because it's not often to find wonky cacti like this. It took years for them to become this size. Oh my goodness, that's painful. It took years for them to be this size to grow this size, so okay. Oop. This is gonna be messy, right? Okay. Okay, yeah, this is definitely messy. Okay, so I'm trying not to touch the blue sheen part. Which side? This side or that? This proper. Stay. These ones are easy to work with, so I'm not that afraid because the spikes are pretty far away from each other, so there is like naked spots that I can hold on to. Also while repotting, checking if I do not have any root meal situation, because that's a big problem in my collection this year actually. Look at those beautiful, beautiful twins. Oh my god. Wait. I need to work around somehow. My love for plants actually started from cacti because my mom used to have a big love for them. She used to have all of our windowsills filled with succulents and cacti when I was a kid slash teenager. So this is like my first love ever. Okay. So far I'm filling in only that side. Okay. Okay, we feel stable. Look stable. Let's move on. I am not planned everything through, so we will go slowly one by one and just add things up. You know what? This one is gonna be difficult to handle. Checking for all possible mealis situations. Okay, we seem okay. Oh, it's heavy. Ow, okay, nope. Plan B. Ah, please leave the pot. Oh, okay, we got it. Oop. Okay, alright, here we are. So later on I actually have brushes, so I'll just brush off all of the soil that actually got stuck in the spikes for aesthetic reasons. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy, wow. This is actually one of my favorite pots I have ever thrifted. So cute, so small. Let's put you back on there. And this one will go to this side. You know what, we need more soil. Bam, beautiful. Hold on. Plus a lot of these cacti haven't been repotted for a while, so they do deserve a bit of soil refresh. I know it's technically their sleeping like season, but keep in mind that I have grow lights blasting most of them like all throughout the winter, so they're technically not really sleeping, they're still kind of growing. Okay, let's... Ow! You wanna fall, right? We need to plant something in here, or otherwise he's just gonna flip in off. You know what? How do we feel about this yellow one coming this side? Or this one? Yeah, this one. Way better. This is like a little game, you know? It's like a puzzle. The problem is how to, once again, to have only two hands. Okay. This is beautiful Ferrocactus. Once again, that is a bit wonky, but is still alive, and I will take that. Alive and growing, right? That's the most part. Oh, that's a dangerous game I'm playing here. I think I already have a spike in my hand. Okay, we can do it. No panic. Yeah. I also add like my top secret of beautiful fairy garden is actually to have some kind of top layer so it won't be just soil, because I feel like it always adds that whimsical feel to the fairy garden, because if you will just have simple soil it won't look any kind of like magical or mysterious, in my opinion at least. It's all my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt, but I do feel like just all of those tiny things like top layer are making the difference, like the big difference. Alright, we have this space that is pretty naked, and you know what? I think this wonky dude will look perfect in it. Once again, overgrown, very hilarious looking. You know what? Let me add more soil to my dish, because we're definitely gonna need it. Yeah. Let's see. By the way, what do you think about this pot? Isn't that cute? So cute. Okay, how do we take it? Bam. Oh wow, it's actually really rooted. Wow, that's beautiful news. Going too crazy into the roots once again. Especially because the top layer has a bunch of spikes. That's a pretty dangerous game. When I bought it, it actually used to be purple. So I have this idea that maybe after planting it in here, we'll receive a bit more of that color back when I'll add it closer to the window or the grow light. We'll see. Yeah. Wait, no. The other side. Like this. Huh? I want to make this whole composition to look as natural as possible. Yeah. Okay. What I would love actually to have more colors in this beautiful like whole thing, right? But since I'm working with the cactus that I already own and I did not buy like specifically for this project, this is why it's a bit different from my like usual gardens. Okay, okay. Let's add some from the back. So far so good, I think, right? Let's move on. Okay, this corner looks pretty empty, and in here I'm not sure if I want to add anything at all, or should I leave a little bit of blank space in here. I feel like a little bit blank space would be perfect to later on put in here those beautiful creatures that I forgot the name in English. Here I think perfectly would go this beautiful Gymnocalycium cactus. So let's go there. This one was actually pretty pricey cacti for my standards, so only because this cacti will be in this beautiful fairy garden, I will be extremely cautious and careful. Huh? Oh, what a pop of color, isn't it? Nice! Okay, let me see like the beautiful side. This one. No, that was perfect. Let's add a bit more soil. Careful, careful. Also, while planting plants as heavy as cacti, don't forget the layer of soil will go a bit lower after a couple waterings. So just keep that in mind while planting your babies. So excited, guys, have no idea how zen right now I'm feeling. Probably that's why I'm a bit more quiet and just enjoying the flipping process. I would do it off camera, to be honest with you, because this is just such a big, like, I do not feel better than doing this ever. Like, this is like my favorite thing to do in the whole entire world. to work with plants and create some tiny whimsical worlds. Oh, this is just my thing. Okay, so we have this, and then what I'm thinking to maybe add this cute succulent that I forgot the name of over here or over here. What about this Euphorbia obesa? You know what, let me take them out of the pots. I actually just repotted them like a week ago or so, but I already have other plants, I guess. Oh, you know what? This looks like a beautiful twin for this Gymnocalycium. I'm gonna put it right here. Bam. And do not worry, later on, of course, I will just repot this garden because they will overgrow it. But since cacti are such a slow growers, I am not that worried about it, to be honest. You know what? In here, something a bit longer would look so cool. And I think I have one option. I think this beautiful Opuntia will be perfect. Actually, it's a pretty risky plant to add into the... Well, actually, it doesn't have much roots. Wow, that's a bit something I wasn't expecting. This will add some jungle vibes since it's a pretty bush plant. You know what? Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, right now it might look very simple arrangement, but wait until we start to add all of those sculptures I have, all of those crystals. That's when the difference will show off. Bam, bam, bam. Probably will need to add like some kind of background music in here because I'm so quiet right now. I'm just chilling, guys. Oh my gosh. I always keep forgetting I need to speak because this is just so fun. Oh my gosh, if you have never ever created any kind of houseplant arrangement / fairy garden, I highly recommend, guys. This is like wow. If you love houseplants and you love like magical stuff, this is the shizzle for you, let me tell you. Okay. 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 You know what? Let me quickly look from the font. By the way, the spoon is such a perfect tool to work in this kind of arrangement. This long like handle is so handy to just work with all of those tiny spaces that there are between all of those. Wait, why are you falling? All of those spiky dudes. Okay, let me quickly look where I can put this beautiful, beautiful succulent that I actually unboxed not that long ago. It's actually a pretty interesting succulent. Just keeps on, I don't know, losing leaves for me, which is so interesting because I am not watering it, but the leaves seems to be pretty chubby, like they do have moisture they need. Not sure what the heck is happening. You know what? No. I think this one will need to go back to the pot. It just doesn't seem right in here. Don't know why, it just doesn't feel right. I actually also have little tiny baby Astrophytum, so you know what? I think I'm just gonna add that one in here and we're gonna call it quits for the plant amount. Let me quickly take a quick look. I actually have a big booby cacti and a small one. A small one is the one that I got from a plant swap. It doesn't look the healthiest, but you know what? Maybe growing in a company with all of those dudes will make him way happier. Fingers crossed. Oh, it actually rooted. This is fun because when I got it, it was like fresh cutting without a single root. Right now we have little something in here. So, oh yes! This adds like such a nice vibe. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, 1 second. Let me quickly add some soil in here and I'll show you what the heck I am talking about. Also, what works beautifully in those arrangements, in this arrangement, is different pieces of woods, simple rocks and stuff like that. But since mine will be pretty filled up, like pot itself already, I won't be adding any sticks in here. Oh, everything is coming together. Okay, for a moment I was a bit worried because it did not look as I imagined. But also give it some time to grow in, because as with my experience, I feel like they do not look that great before they all start to root and grow. Then when the magic happens. Okay, let me show it back to you guys. Oh, it's actually pretty heavy arrangement. Okay, booby cacti. I'll go in here. It actually had mealies as well this autumn, so hopefully it will bounce back for me. Bam. Beautiful. Huh? How does it look already? Doesn't look wild and crazy. This one is actually growing in these interesting looking pebbles that I forgot the name of. So I actually want to take it out in a separate dish. Oh my gosh, already so many pots are empty. It's so refreshing. Feels like it's gonna be a perfect new start for plenty collection, especially the cacti collection. This is actually a baby astrophytum that always looks unhappy, and I feel like that might be because it was growing in that interesting medium. So right now, after putting it in simple soil, I have hope that maybe it will bounce back and show me some happy growth things. Plus maybe it's gonna be more fun to grow in a company with other spiky dudes than being all alone in that small pot. Okay, feel like we are done with plants in here. Bam. Okay. Wow. Okay, so right now what is left to do, I'm gonna check for all of the empty pockets that I might have left, like closer to the edge of the pot, because if I will miss any, they will just start to move around after watering them. That's definitely what I want to avoid. So just looking through all of the sides. Bam, bam, bam. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I feel like we did not miss anything else. All is ready to be decorated. Oh, so fun. Okay, so where do we go from here? I have some awesome looking sculptures, so I wanna play around and see where do I want to fit them. Oh my gosh, isn't that looks like meant to be? Oh my gosh. And I also have a bunch of crystals, also brown, because the pebbles I'm gonna be using for a top layer are also gonna be brown. So I wanted to work with similar colors. Bam. Okay. Yes, this is gonna look like a magical, whimsical scenery from desert. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think this looks awesome. Okay, last thing to do is add this rock and some pebbles. I might have more stuff to do, but first let's add these things. By the way, I buy my pebbles from the aquarium section in big box stores, so they're not that expensive. I mean, they're still a technical pretty price, but this bag lasts a long time for me. So now I just add the top layer. Before that I actually used to use white pebbles, but then you know what, I thought that the brown ones are way more natural looking and adds a little bit more like real feel to all of those beautiful arrangements I'm working on. So we're working with brown now. Also, big no-no, which is actually something I did in this terrarium, is to add lots of perlite into your soil mixes, because after watering the perlite goes up and it shows in this beautiful layer of pebbles, and then it doesn't look that nice, it actually looks crappy. So that might be a bit of a problem, but I also have a beautiful like saucer in this pot, right? So I will probably just put water in the saucer and the soil with cacti roots will just soak in all of that water they need. So we should avoid the perlite going up. At least that's the plan, folks. That's the plan. It's a pretty messy, pretty messy ordeal over here. It's so worth it. It's gonna look fabulous. Once again, probably would be way easier if I wasn't that silly and wouldn't load this pot with soil to the brim. It wouldn't be that messy then, of course, but I mean, I am myself. Who am I trying to kid? I always fill my pots to the brim. It's starting to look way cuter. Very nice. Very nice. Bam. So I promised you guys to have a little bit more of a cacti content, fairy garden content, and here we are. Bam. This is nice. And so satisfying actually. It's almost like a coloring book. Just filling in all of those black spots with soil. Oh, it looks so good. Oh my goodness, it looks so fabulous. Just like I said, the top layer makes such a big difference, isn't it? Not sure how much of that you can see. Just wait a second, almost done. And we'll show you the final product up close. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. I might be biased, but oh, this looks good. Okay, well, I think we filled in all of the pockets. Okay. Final touches. But let me go ahead and look at it from the front. Oh, damn it. Yeah, we have a situation over here. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, that's what I call magic. Wait, this one. This might be a bit too big. Or not. No, I think we should stop. Sometimes less is more, right? Okay, let me show you up close how this beast of a masterpiece is looking like. Let me show you. Please ignore I'm still wearing a Christmas PJs. It's actually Christmas for me today. So by the way, for those who are Orthodox and celebrate Christmas today, Merry Christmas. I am celebrating it while working, so probably wouldn't call it celebrating, but I still am aware it's Christmas. Okay guys, check this out. How do we feel about this arrangement? I think this is such a beautiful piece to look from all of the sides, so unique. All of the colors I think are so working together. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. So right now I actually won't be watering it because it's cacti and it's winter, but I think I might add water in about a week, like a little bit of water. Oh my this thing. This looks so good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Alright guys, this is it. I think we are done for today. I feel so accomplished. So many plants in one singular pot right now. Not only it will look like a masterpiece, I also have way more space on my windowsill, which is always a big plus. And I also feel so accomplished. I feel like my artsy heart is fill right now. And after filming this video and editing this video, I'll go ahead and start working on your pot orders, which I'm so excited about. So this whole day is gonna be like work, but so artsy work, I won't be even feeling that it is a work, you know? The last thing left to do, actually, forgot to say, I would go ahead and just dust off some of the dust from these cacti, because just like, I mean, I want to be careful because, for example, the brush can take off that blue sheen from this cacti, which would be unfortunate, but I just want to see if there are no pebbles left in the cacti, stuff like that. Give a little refresh. And this is it. Oh my gosh. This is so fun. Let me know if you want me to play more with plants, maybe different varieties of plants, and film more fairy gardens for you guys, because I would love to do that. I actually often do this stuff off camera, because probably you noticed I get really quiet because it's my zen time. I feel so great about little tiny things like this. This makes me so happy right now. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. Oh, my heart is so full. So anywho guys, probably let's stop mumbling. Let me know in the comments what do you feel about today's video. Let's chat. How do you feel about this beautiful desert theme? About my other repottings? Do you have any video requests? I saw some people, well, one person was asking for pond video, but actually I just started to work with it like a couple months ago, maybe a little bit more than that, so I still do not feel very confident on giving tips. I'm still working this thing through and just showing my process, so let's probably stick with that for a bit, maybe until summer or so, when I will have more experience. Then probably I will be able to tell you more about the pond. So let's chat in the comments, like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe of course for more plenty content, and let me teach you another language lesson, as we usually do, right? So this time, since this fairy garden is inspired by desert, let me teach you how to say desert in Lithuanian and in Russian. And desert, oh my gosh, it's always so confusing for me, because it's a sweet dish, but it's also a place that is extremely hot. Like, how do you guys combine those things together to the same word? Like, also, for example, word chili can be meaning, oh my gosh, I'm a bit chilly, but also the hottest pepper, like one of the hottest pepper ever. Like, this is such a different world. Like, anyway, let me teach you how to say desert in Lithuanian and Russian. I don't remember in Polish once again, so I do apologize. I need to do more research on Polish language. If you want to say desert in Lithuanian, you need to say dykuma. Once again, dykuma. And if you want to say desert in Russian, you need to say pustynia. Once again, pustynia. And this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye!